That's
So if
golden.
you have 10 products and none of them matter, you have nothing that's of value to them right now.
Yeah.
However, if you have a connection and they're like, gosh, how do we figure out how to do business with you?
Mm,
That's your value.
that's
And they will
awesome.
figure it out and they will move that needle with you. Yeah.
100%. That is so good. The value is what the client is wanting the most, is needing the
Mhm.
most right then and there. That is what's of
Yeah.
value. 100%. Oh, that's good. See, masterclass Amy, this is I'm glad you went out on your own back then whenever you were thinking
Oh,
about doing
thanks.
something different because this certainly suits you. And I know a lot of people need help with these things. There are
Yeah.
some people popping up in my mind as I'm talking to you. They're entrepreneurs. They have recently launched businesses,
Mhm.
and Amy, they are terrified of the sales piece. They are extremely capable, ridiculously bright people that I'm thinking of, in tech, in software, a lot of them in like, just like very advanced technical skills.
Mhm.
Okay. And they have businesses that they have just launched and they are really struggling with the sales piece. It's a lot of, I think, doubt, insecurity, uncertainty, a lack of confidence. What do you say to the person who is just struggling with feeling like they can actually do sales?
Yeah.
How do you help someone who's either scared or nervous or just really hesitant? How do you how do you get them to realize first of all that they can do this?
Uh,
And honestly, it's vital to their company. If they don't have it, then they don't have a
yeah.
business.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
So oh, there's so many things there. I love everything you just said there. Um, so a lot of it is a preset thought that we have about what sales is. Daniel Pink is somebody that everyone should look up. He wrote the book To Sell Is Human. Um, and he did a study with 5,000 people and asked them what words came up when they thought of a salesperson and what visual came up when they thought of a salesperson. And hands down, the word pushy came up. That was the number one word. And then the used car salesman in the polyester suit
Yeah.
was the visual, right?
Yeah.
We are so trained as a society in a we all have norms in society to think of a salesperson that way. So we default to that and think, oh my gosh, I don't, but they're so outgoing. They're kind of, maybe they're kind of sleazy. I don't know. Like how do I do any of that? And I will say that I've met maybe 1 or 2 in my life that may fit the bill on that, word and that visual. The best salespeople I know are the opposite.
Mm,
They're the ones that, can be outgoing, but usually are a little bit more introverted. They can see big picture, they can see design, they can see, how they can support and help, and they solve problems really well, i.e., everyone that you're thinking about right now. Um, so the mindset shift, of and the psychology side of this is huge, of really what is a salesperson? I mean, it's somebody that has figured out and practiced how to talk to people. That's all it is. And being curious and wanting to support and help. The flip of that is that confidence is not something we think a lot about charisma and confidence with people and how they show up in a room as, oh man, they just have that thing, right? They have that it factor. Hell no, they don't. No one is born with that. That is a practiced, learned behavior.
mm.
It is practiced exactly like anything that anyone that's listening really loves and has practiced for thousands and thousands of hours, whether it's a musician, a dancer, a runner, IT, whatever that is, it's the exact same thing. You have to practice it. Confidence does not come from a sideline.
Yeah.
So that is something that we have to step into. So I'll give you a couple. If we're thinking around our psychology and how we make up with confidence, a lot of it is nonverbal cues. So power skills for you here, one that seems again obvious, but not something that we think about enough, is your posture. Posture is what attracts people or detracts people. So, one of the biggest cues to detract right now is that phone that's in your hand or at the table right now that's 2 inches away from you always.